The ultimatum, the story opens in the year 2387, aboard the massive alien vessel Dominion's Edge, hovering ominously above Earth's moon. The ship belongs to the Galactic Council, a coalition of 12 alien species that has ruled the galaxy for over 3,000 years. Captain Tom Rivers, commander of Earth's defense station Luna Base, receives an unexpected transmission. The alien ambassador, a tall, gray-skinned being called Vex, appears on the main screen. His 4 eyes gleam with cold authority as he delivers humanity's ultimatum. Humans of Earth, Vex begins, his voice carrying the weight of absolute power. Your species has been observed. You are violent, unpredictable, and dangerous. The Galactic Council has decided your fate. Tom watches in growing horror as Vex explains humanity's 3 choices: complete surrender and slavery, voluntary extinction, or face total annihilation within 7 Earth days. The Council has already destroyed 17 other species that refuse to comply. They show Tom holographic records of dead worlds' planets reduced to ash and cosmic dust. Your weapons are primitive, Vex continues with obvious disdain. Your ships are slow. Your technology is centuries behind ours. Yet somehow, you believe you can resist. This amuses us. The alien explains that humanity's aggressive nature has been studied for decades through hidden observation posts. They witnessed the world wars, the nuclear weapons, the constant conflicts. To them, humans are nothing more than rabid animals that need to be contained or destroyed. General Lisa Park, head of Earth's military command, joins the emergency meeting. She reviews humanity's assets: a small fleet of 12 interstellar ships, orbital defense platforms, and nuclear weapons that seem laughably weak compared to the Council's planet-killers. Dr. James Cole, Earth's top scientist, analyzes the alien ship's energy signatures. The vessel is 10 miles long, protected by shields that could deflect anything humanity could throw at it. Its weapons could glass entire continents in minutes. As the transmission ends, panic spreads across Earth. World leaders debate surrender. Some argue that slavery is better than extinction. Others demand they fight, even if it means humanity's end. But Tom Rivers, staring at the alien ship through Luna Base's viewport, makes a different choice. He opens a channel to every human settlement in the solar system: Earth, Mars colonies, asteroid mining stations, and deep space outposts. This is Captain Rivers, he broadcasts. They think we'll break. They think we'll beg. They think we're just another species to be crushed under their boot. His voice grows harder with each word. They're wrong. They wanted to see what humans are really capable of. They're about to find out. The part ends with Tom activating Protocol 7, a classified defense plan that even the Council's spies never discovered. Across the solar system, hidden installations begin powering up. Humanity's real weapons kept secret for over a century start. Coming online. The revelation, the second part, reveals humanity's greatest secret. They were never as primitive as they appeared. For the past 200 years, human scientists have been reverse engineering alien technology from crashed ships and captured probes that the Council never knew they'd lost. Dr. Cole leads Tom and General Park through a massive underground facility beneath Earth's Sahara Desert. The base, codenamed Prometheus, stretches for miles in every direction. Thousands of scientists and engineers have worked here in complete secrecy, developing weapons and defenses that could match the Council's technology. We knew this day would come, Dr. Cole explains as they walk past rows of sleek black spacecraft. Every species the Council conquered made the same mistake. They revealed their full strength too early. We learned to hide ours. The humans had developed quantum torpedoes that could phase through shields, gravitational weapons that could collapse stars, and something even more dangerous, a virus that could infect and shut down any computer system. no matter how advanced. Meanwhile, aboard the Dominion's Edge, Vex receives disturbing reports. Several Council monitoring stations throughout the galaxy have gone dark. The few automated distress signals that got through mentioned human infiltration teams before cutting off. Commander Rex, a reptilian warrior from the Saurian Empire, questions how humans could have spread so far so quickly. Vex dismisses his concerns, believing it impossible for such a primitive species to have interstellar capabilities beyond their known fleet. The truth is revealed through flashbacks. For 50 years, humans have been secretly establishing hidden bases throughout the galaxy using captured alien technology. They've been watching the Council, learning their weaknesses, and preparing for this exact moment that Captain Rivers receives reports from these hidden bases. Major Davis on Kepler 442b confirms that the orbital defense platforms are in position. Lieutenant Brown on the edge of Council space reports that the long-range strike teams are ready. Colonel White, deep in Council territory, has successfully infiltrated their primary communication hub. The aliens begin to realize something is wrong when their most secure facilities start exploding. A weapons depot in the Vega system vanishes in a ball of plasma. A Council command ship patrolling the outer rim sends a distress call before disappearing entirely. Vex tries to contact the Council's high command, but discovers that their quantum communication network has been infected with the human virus. Messages are being intercepted, rerouted, or simply deleted. For the first time in millennia, the Council is blind and deaf. Dr. Cole reveals humanity's masterstroke. They've been studying the Council's psychology for decades. Every species in the Council conquered others through overwhelming technological superiority and fear. But humans had learned something the aliens never understood sometimes. The greatest strength comes from being underestimated. General Park activates the second phase of Protocol 7. Across the galaxy, sleeper agents humans who had been living in Council territory for decades begin sabotaging critical infrastructure. Power plants explode, shipyards burn, food production facilities shut down. The part ends with Vex finally understanding the truth. The humans weren't primitive at all. They were patient. They had spent centuries preparing for this war, and now they were fighting it on 1,000 different fronts simultaneously. But the most terrifying realization comes when Vex discovers that the human ship approaching Earth isn't trying to evacuate. It's bringing reinforcements. The vessel's cargo bay contains weapons that could crack planets, and its crew includes soldiers who have been fighting the Council in secret for years. The third part opens with the first major battle as the Council's false sense of security crumbles completely. Vex, now desperate to salvage the situation, orders an immediate attack on Earth. But when his fleet moves to firing position, they discover that Lunabase was never humanity's primary defense. Hidden within Earth's moon are massive railgun batteries that fire projectiles at 15% the speed of light. Council ships, designed to deflect energy weapons, are unprepared for kinetic strikes that punch through their shields like paper. 3 alien vessels are destroyed in the opening seconds. Admiral Kate Stone, commanding the human fleet from the stealth ship Defiance, watches as her carefully laid plans unfold. The Council had expected a desperate last stand. Instead, they face a coordinated military campaign that spans multiple star systems. On the alien homeworld of Nexus Prime, the Council's ruling body convenes in emergency session. High Chancellor Crow, a massive insectoid creature, demands explanations. How did a species they had monitored for decades develop such advanced technology in secret? The answer comes from intercepted human communications. Intelligence Officer Mark Fox, working undercover in Council space, reports directly to Admiral Stone. The humans reveal that they had been secretly trading with species that the Council had enslaved. These oppressed civilizations had been waiting for someone to lead a rebellion, The Council's empire begins fragmenting as suppressed species rise up across the galaxy. The Aquarians of Poseidon 7 destroy their overseers and join the human alliance. The crystalline beings of Titan's Rest use their control over the planet's mining operations to cut off the Council's energy supply. Even the peaceful botanids of Green Haven begin sabotaging food shipments. Captain Rivers leads a strike team to rescue Dr. Emma White, humanity's top xenobiologist, who had been captured while studying Council physiology. The rescue mission reveals the aliens' greatest weakness, their complete inability to adapt to guerrilla warfare. The Council species had conquered through overwhelming force and technological superiority. They had never faced an enemy that struck from the shadows, disappeared into civilian populations, and turned their own infrastructure against them. Dr. White's research proves invaluable. She has discovered that most Council species share a neural link with their command structure. By introducing the human-computer virus into their biological systems, entire fleets can be paralyzed with a single infected individual. The war escalates when humans activate their ultimate weapon, the Prometheus Array, hidden in deep space. This network of artificial intelligence systems begins coordinating resistance movements across the galaxy. The AI entities, created using hybrid human-alien technology, can process information and make tactical decisions faster than any biological mind. Vex, commanding the Council's response, finds himself fighting an enemy that seems to be everywhere and nowhere. Human ships appear from hyperspace, strike critical targets, and vanish before his forces can respond. Worse, every victory the Council achieves seems to cost them more than they gain. The turning point comes when humans capture the Council's flagship, Eternal Dominion. Commander David Black leads a boarding party that infiltrates the ship during a battle. Using advanced stealth technology and weapons that phase through matter, the humans take control of the vessel in less than an hour. But instead of destroying the ship, the humans broadcast a message to every Council world using the flagship's own communication systems. Admiral Stone's image appears on screens across the galaxy. "You came to Earth expecting to find primitives," she says, her voice calm but carrying unmistakable authority. "You found warriors instead. You thought we would beg for mercy. But you were wrong about something fundamental. We are not the ones who should be afraid." The message reveals the true scope of humanity's preparation. They have weapons hidden in every major Council system. They have allies among every oppressed species. They have been preparing for this war for longer than most Council members have been alive. The part ends with the Council's first major defeat. Their attempts to destroy the human homeworld have failed. Their empire is in revolt. And for the first time in their history, they are the ones facing extinction. Vex, staring at the tactical display showing red markers across half the galaxy, realizes that humanity has done something no other species ever managed. They have turned the Council's own strength against them. Asterisk, the fourth part shows humanity's transformation from defenders to conquerors as they systematically dismantle the Council's 3,000-year empire. The title's promise becomes reality. Humanity offers no mercy to those who would have enslaved or destroyed them. General Park coordinates the final phase of Protocol 7 from the newly constructed command station orbiting Earth. The facility, larger than most cities, serves as the nerve center for humanity's galactic campaign. Holographic displays show the status of battles across hundreds of star systems. The Council's desperation leads to increasingly brutal tactics. They begin executing captured humans publicly, hoping to break humanity's resolve. Instead, this only fuels human determination. Captain Rivers, now promoted to Admiral, addresses the combined human fleet. "They wanted to show us what monsters look like," he says, his voice broadcast to every human ship in the galaxy. "Now we'll show them what monsters really are when they're protecting their family." Dr. Cole unveils humanity's most devastating weapon, the Cascade Protocol. This system can cause a chain reaction that destroys an entire solar system by destabilizing its star. The humans demonstrate its power by erasing the Vorthan system, home to a council species that specialized in biological warfare. The destruction serves as both warning and promise. Any species that continues to support the council will face the same fate. Within days, 3 more council members surrender and offer to switch sides. Vex, now commanding the remnants of the council fleet from a hidden base, watches his empire crumble. Species that had served the council for millennia are turning against them. Even worse, the humans are proving to be incredibly effective leaders for the rebellion. Unlike the council, which ruled through fear and oppression, humans inspire loyalty through shared purpose. They don't enslave the species they liberate. They offer them partnership in building a new galactic order. This approach wins converts even among former council loyalists. Admiral Stone leads the assault on Nexus Prime, the council's capital. World, the planet's orbital defenses, once considered impregnable, fall within hours to human quantum torpedoes. The surface campaign is equally swift, with human forces supported by dozens of allied species eager to settle old scores. High Chancellor Crow, captured in his throne room, demands to know how the humans achieved such impossible victory. Admiral. Stone's response becomes legendary throughout the galaxy. "You studied our wars and saw only violence," she tells him. "You should have studied our victories. We don't just defeat our enemies, we turn them into allies. We don't just conquer worlds, we liberate them. That's something you never understood. The Council's surrender comes not through military defeat, but through political collapse. Their member species abandon them en masse, choosing to join the growing human alliance instead. The few remaining Council loyalists find themselves isolated and defenseless. Dr. White's biological research pays off when humans release a modified version of their computer virus into the Council's command structure. The virus doesn't destroy it. Enslaves, turning the Council's own neural links against them. Former oppressors become mindless servants of their former victims. The irony is deliberate and devastating. The Council had planned to enslave humanity. Instead, they become slaves themselves, forced to rebuild the worlds they had destroyed and serve the species they had oppressed. Captain Rivers, now Admiral of the Fleet, oversees the establishment of humanity's new government. Unlike the Council's authoritarian regime, the human alliance operates on principles of consent and cooperation. Each member species retains autonomy while contributing to collective defense and prosperity. The transformation is remarkable. Worlds that had known only oppression for millennia experience freedom for the first time. Trade flourishes as barriers between species fall. Scientific advancement accelerates as formerly isolated civilizations share their knowledge. But humanity's promise of no mercy extends beyond mere military victory. They systematically hunt down every former Council official, every collaborator, every being who participated in the oppression of other species. Justice comes swiftly and without appeal. Part ends with Vex, the last free Council commander, cornered in a dying star system. His ship is damaged, his crew dead or deserted. As human vessels surround him, he makes one final transmission. "We underestimated you," he admits. "We thought you were like us conquerors who ruled through fear. We were wrong. You're something far worse. You're conquerors who rule through hope." Admiral Stone's response is broadcast across the galaxy. "We didn't come to conquer. We came to liberate. But those who would enslave others deserve no mercy, and they will receive none." Asterisk. The final part takes place 5 years after the Council's fall, showing the galaxy transformed under human leadership. What began as a desperate fight for survival has become the foundation of a new galactic civilization based on cooperation rather than domination. Admiral Rivers, now serving as the first human ambassador to the Galactic Alliance, stands in the memorial chamber aboard the renovated Eternal Dominion. The former Council flagship has been converted into a museum and diplomatic center, its walls displaying the names of every species liberated from Council rule. Dr. Cole, appointed as the Alliance's chief science officer, reports remarkable progress. Without the Council's restrictions on technological development, scientific advancement has accelerated exponentially. Species that had been forbidden to share knowledge now collaborate freely, leading to breakthroughs that benefit everyone. The former Council worlds have been transformed beyond recognition. Nexus Prime, once a monument to oppression, now serves as the Alliance capital. Its gleaming spires house representatives from over 200 species, all working together to build a better future. General Park, overseeing the Alliance military, faces new challenges. With the Council defeated, humanity's role has shifted from liberator to protector. The galaxy still contains threats: rogue Council remnants, pirates, and unknown dangers from beyond the galactic rim, but these are manageable compared to the existential threat the Council once posed. The success of the human alliance has attracted attention from unexpected sources. Deep space monitoring stations detect signals from other galaxies, suggesting that news of humanity's victory has spread beyond their local star cluster. Some of these signals are congratulatory. Others seem to be requests for assistance against their own oppressors. Admiral Stone, now serving as the Alliance's supreme commander, grapples with the implications. Humanity has proven that even the mightiest empire can fall to those with sufficient determination and preparation. But with great power comes great responsibility. The story revisits several key locations to show the transformation. Luna Base, once humanity's last defensive position, has become a training center where young beings from across the galaxy learn to work together. The Sahara facility, no longer hidden, serves as a research center where the Alliance's best minds develop new technologies for peaceful purposes. On Kepler 442b, Major Davis, now General Davis, oversees the construction of new colonies. The world, at once housed a secret human base, now serves as an agricultural center, feeding billions across the galaxy. The transformation from military outpost to garden world symbolizes the Alliance's broader mission. Dr. White's research has led to medical breakthroughs that benefit all Alliance species. The biological techniques originally developed to fight the Council now help cure diseases and extend lifespans. Former enemies work together in laboratories, using their combined knowledge to solve problems that plagued the galaxy for millennia. The Council's former members have been integrated into Alliance society, but not without consequences. Those who committed war crimes serve in reconstruction efforts, using their knowledge to repair the damage they caused. The experience has proven that even the most oppressive beings can change when shown a better way. Vex, captured in the final battle, serves as a case study in redemption. Once a proud Council ambassador, he now works as a historical consultant, helping the Alliance understand and prevent the mistakes that led to the Council's tyranny. His transformation from oppressor to educator demonstrates humanity's approach to justice, punishment coupled with the opportunity for redemption. The story concludes with a ceremony marking the 5th anniversary of Liberation Day. Representatives from across the galaxy gather on Earth to celebrate not just the Council's defeat, but the birth of a new kind of civilization. Admiral Rivers delivers the keynote address from the same chamber where he first received the Council's ultimatum. His words reflect on humanity's journey from desperate defenders to galactic leaders. "They thought we would break," he says, his voice carrying to every world in the Alliance. "They thought we were just another species to be conquered. They were wrong about our strength, but they were also wrong about our nature. We didn't fight to become conquerors ourselves. We fought to ensure that no one would ever again face the choice between slavery and extinction. The story ends with a view of Earth from space, no longer threatened by alien warships, but surrounded by vessels from dozens of species coming to trade, learn, and celebrate. The blue planet that once seemed so vulnerable has become the heart of a galactic civilization built on the principle that freedom is worth any price. Humanity's promise of no mercy for oppressors has been kept, but it has been balanced with unlimited mercy for those seeking freedom. The galaxy is no longer ruled by fear, but by hope, and that makes all the difference. The end asterisk.